mid-1980s. Picture it. You can smell it. The 1980s, New York City. I land there desperate. Desperate. Well, always desperate. But I go down to a party in Soho. I go down to a party because Soho is where it's at, you know. Soho is the hippest of the hippest of the hip. It's so hip down there, you can barely breathe down there. I mean, you got people down there that are the heirs to minor kingdoms in Africa. You have people that are so cultured, it's coming out of their ears. You can't compete with these people. You just sit in the room and sweat. They've got money and culture and beauty and connections and a certain panache. They've got panache, which I don't even know what that is, panache. It's some kind of an hors d'oeuvre, I think. But they have it all. They had the hors d'oeuvres. They had the panache. They had it all. And I'm just standing in the corner sweating, as you can do. It's the only thing you can do because they're so hip. And you're not. You're clearly not. You're thinking about all the ways in which you're deficient. Your family. Not royal. Nobody did anything great. There's no great painters or princes or people who start a chain of perfumes. A chain of perfume. Is that something admirable? Is this what we celebrate? Well, there I am, sweating because I don't have a chain of perfumes in my family. So I see a woman over at the crudité table, and she's playing with the crudité, and she's got a fantastic purple leather jumpsuit. Purple leather jumpsuit. I don't know if you've ever seen that before, but it's quite mesmerizing. And I looked at her and I thought, this woman is fantastic. I must meet her. I have to meet this woman. So I approached her carefully, you know, kind of serpentine around because I'm not sure if I have what she needs. But she looks interesting. So I go over there and she says right away, without even thinking, because she knows what I'm thinking, she says, in my former life, I was Suleiman the Magnificent. Well, right away I'm intrigued, you know, because I have an interest in history. And here she is talking about some kind of former life, an incarnation. And she was Suleiman the Great. I admired Suleiman, the way he came into Europe and almost overtook Vienna, left his coffee there, of course. We know the story. But it was a fantastic story. And what's more, she said, she told me, also, I was many great kings from the Old Testament. She had some kind of an accent that was somewhere between Transylvania and Portugal. I'm not sure where. It was European, but at the same time strange. I think she spoke Pig Latin, was her native language. It was hard to say. But I was intrigued, obviously. In the purple leather jumpsuit, she was really quite an exotic creature. And with all these former lives she told me about, she had been former kings from the Old Testament, which I was interested in theology. I'm interested in that kind of thing. And plus, there was the purple leather jumpsuit was working for me, really working. So I said, interesting. Tell me more. And she said, yes, in my former lives, I was always a man. And now, in this life, I am a woman. This is my first experience as a woman. And I am looking for someone to guide me with this. I'm your man. I got to be your man. I'm the guy. You need experience how to be a woman? Who else but me could do that? I can do that. Let's get to it.